Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? So happy to be with you as always. I love you guys so much and I'm so happy to have you on my channel and be part of my channel and my videos. Thanks for being here. Hi Monica and hi Sherry and Mom. I need to make sure that gotta move this maybe this way. We need a little more view. I don't want it to be crooked though, so I want to make sure that I can figure out. I did make it a little crooked, didn't I? There we go. Let's see. How about that? Better? Better? Yeah, I think that's better. I'm still a little crook. Let's see. This way? Yeah, this way. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Lou. Hi, Carrie. Welcome from Queensland. Hi, Roxanne. Carrie, is today your first time catching me live? Oh, wonderful. I hope that you will enjoy it. Hey, John. Hey, Maleda. Oh, Carrie, it's her first time, everybody. What do we do when it's our first time with somebody? Hey, Rita. We're going to welcome you, Carrie, because that's what we do here. We are a wonderful community, and my watchers and my followers are amazing. They're going to welcome you and make you feel part of the group because you are part of the group, and we appreciate you joining us. Hey, Mima. And so you're going to get lots of highs and lots of welcomes. And that's one thing that I absolutely love about the girls that follow me. They are an amazing group of people, and I'm very blessed to have such a great community. Hi, Clem. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Carrie, I'm so excited that you were able to catch me live this time. It's pretty early in Queensland, right? It's like in the morning, like 5 a.m. maybe? I think it's like 5 a.m., right? Oh, 11 a.m. I went the wrong direction. I knew it was a 3 hour one way or the other plus an extra morning or afternoon, but yeah, so 11 a.m. Well, that's not too bad. Well, I appreciate you being here today. Hey, Debs. Deb, we have an Australian person. Her name is Carrie, and she is new to us today for the first time on the live. I mean, she watches me, but it's her first time live. I'm so excited that you are able to be here. So let me talk a little bit about my Inky Hands crew. Of course, there's like a helicopter flying above me. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I have no idea why. Hey, Lee, thanks for joining us. Oh, my hand is doing good. I had a broken fingernail. Don't tell my sister, Monica. She wants me to always have a manicure. And it's, I don't know. I'd rather stamp than do my nails. Oh. Oh my gosh, that made me laugh just saying it. I'm such a crazy person sometimes. But yes, my wrist is better. I don't know. I woke up and I had pain, but I'm good now. Everything's perfect. My hands are working. My fingers are working. No broken fingernails. Nice and trimmed nails today. One time when I was making my bed, though, I did break my fingernail. Like, I was, like, bringing the sheet down and I jammed it up against the wood headboard and cracked it. That's probably what you noticed. You're very observant, Monica. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, funny. I don't even remember half the stuff I say. Gosh, you guys could like hold me accountable for so many things, because I'm in a room by myself talking to myself when I make these videos, except when I'm live and I'm able to talk with you guys. But for the most part, like, you're just sitting here talking, pretending you're talking to people, and you're alone. That's wonderful. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so let me talk about the membership while everybody's still joining us. So my Inky Hands crew membership is something that is available for $7.99 a month. It is for people who want extra video content. It is just digital. There's no physical properties. So anyone can join. You can be a hobby demonstrator, a regular demonstrator. You could be just a fan. You could be somebody that wants to learn more than what I'm already teaching you, or you just love my ideas. You could be somebody that just wants to support me, and this is your way to support me. Whatever your reason, I welcome you. Just like I welcome you guys to my lives, and I'm so grateful to have all of you here. The crew, like I said, is $7.99 a month. You get 2 video tutorials a week, and they're video tutorials that no one else gets. They're just for the crew. And so they're sent on a Friday. So if there's 5 Fridays in the month, you get 10 a month. And if there's 4 Fridays in the month, you get 8 a month. And it's a really great community of women. We have a Facebook group online that you get to be a part of. I do a color challenge and I do a sketch challenge every month. And then I send out card bundles, giveaways, and I may do, coming up here soon, behind the scenes videos in the Facebook group. Because that's the best platform for me to put stuff that no one else can see, because it's a private group that only members can be a part of. So it's a really fun community, and I love my crew. If you are part of the crew and you want to say something about it, feel free to say so in the comments of the chat so that people can see what your opinions are about it. I absolutely love the group. I think it's amazing. And I try to give a variety of projects for a variety of people, and try and touch on a little bit of everything in a month's time. So that's the Inky Hands crew, and I'm always trying to get new members. I'd love to have 100 members by the end of 2024. So you can help me make it so by joining. All right, so for my local people, I have something called Card Fiesta, and I want you to know that we're changing the location. So it is no longer going to be at the Mexican restaurant that we were having it at, and we're going to do it at a new Mexican restaurant. So the new restaurant is called El Azteca, and I am there every other Saturday from 12:30 to 3:30, and you can come and make 1 card or 20 cards, however many you can fit in the time frame that we're there. And our next one is March the 9th. And I have all the dates on here, so if you want to grab a screenshot, if you're ever in the Virginia Beach area and you would love to be a part of this, I would love to have you. It doesn't matter if you're a hobby demonstrator, if you're a regular demonstrator, anybody can come. It's just a really fun way to get cards made and socialize with other people who like to do what you like to do. So I highly recommend it, and I hope that you will join us. So that's Card Fiesta. Now, celebration. Today's Tuesday. Thursday is the last day of celebration. Oh, Roxanne, that is so exciting. Congratulations. So if you have not ordered for celebration, what are you waiting for? And if you have, this is your last chance to get some free stuff. So make sure that you put in your order and that you do it by Thursday at midnight Mountain Time. And I would love it if you would place your orders with me and support me in my journey. I am really close to the next threshold for celebration. Like we have incentives through, you know, that Stampin' Up gives us, and I'm really close to my next one. And if you want to help me out and put in an order, I would appreciate it. Yes, Sherry doesn't live here, and she comes periodically to vacation in the Virginia Beach area, and I've gotten to meet her. And she has come to Card Fiesta, so she's excited. Her and her mom are going to come to Card Fiesta again here soon. All right, so freebies are in the catalog. I think everything is still available. I don't think we're out of anything, which is shocking, really. And I do want to point out that it is your last chance to join my team and get this free glass mat studio. So I would love to add some more members to my team if you want to be a part of it. I'm a really fun team leader and we have a good time together, and I would love to have you join my team. Lee, it's located near Michael's, in the same shopping center where Michael's is. Michael's used to be next to a Kmart, which is now like a Floor Decor, and the restaurant is on the other side of the Floor Decor. All right, so that is celebration. Oh yeah, and I forgot that they added things in February, so we have additional freebies. Don't miss out on those. There's some really awesome things. These cards right here are gorgeous. These Sweet Thoughts, Memory and More cards. I'm actually going to use them for my March customer cards, so they're pretty awesome. And those are in the current mini catalog. That's okay, Cheryl. So happy to be here. Thank you, Lou, for helping her with the address. I appreciate that. All right. For those of you who learned through this that I was asked to be part of a design team, and I had a stamp camp because of it, that same design team, we do a blog hop every single month and a PDF tutorial every single month that we sell. And the February one is Fun Folds, and I have it available for purchase in my store. So if you want to purchase the Fun Fold PDF that is with the 13 designers that I am with in this design team, I would love it if you would participate and purchase the Fun Fold. Just give me a message. Either send me a message, send me an email, text me, whatever. Just reach me and tell me that you'd like it. I don't have it up in my store yet because I'm in the process of revamping my PDF store. So it's not listed there yet, but it will be. But I can get it to you without it being in the store. You just have to let me know you want it, okay? All right, online exclusives. Those are always exciting, and oh my gosh, we can't get enough products. So the more they keep giving us, the more we want. And online exclusives are pretty awesome. There's a beautiful variety. And starting March 5th, we're going to have new ones. So I'll have a new flyer and new advertisements for the online exclusives, but these are still available. And if you would like your hand at them, they're pretty cool. Especially I love the Soda Pop one. And the Fluffiest Friends, which of course I did a week on them. They're adorable. And there is a bunny in this set if you would like that bunny for Easter. I will probably be using him on some of the projects. I hope you have been enjoying Easter week. I started it on Sunday and we have been having a good time with it. Okay, Paper Pumpkin, Memorable Meadows. It actually is going to coordinate with the bundle that's in here called Garden Meadow Suite or Meandering Meadows. So the Paper Pumpkin is going to coordinate with this suite of products right here. And so if you own these suite of products, you're going to want this Paper Pumpkin because they all work together. And we still have the dies that are available for the 3 months. I wasn't sure that they were going to last, but they were saying that we're pretty running a little bit low on inventory. So if you want the dies, now's the time to grab those. They will be good with the January, February, and March kit. And also the March kit comes with a free stamp set in additional to the regular stamp set. So you're going to get 2 stamp sets in the March Paper Pumpkin. If you've never signed up for Paper Pumpkin, you can go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. And then you want to click on shop, and under the drop down for shop, you're going to see Paper Pumpkin as one of them, and you can click that button and sign up right there. And these are the add-on dies that I was talking about. That's what they look like. They're pretty awesome, and I love them. All right, kits collection. I guess maybe Friday or definitely next Tuesday when I meet with you guys, we're going to have new kits, and I can't wait to show you those. I always love that we have new kits. I think they're super fun. This houseplants kit is adorable. I just ordered it, so once I get it, I'll show it to you in person, but I'm excited that it comes with 4 6x6 frames, and I may make them like changeable for the different seasons. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I am excited that I'm going to get the 4 frames. So this is a kit that's available. It is a non-stamping kit, but you do get the 4 frames. Birthday Sparkle Kit is the other February kit. You get 6 cards for birthdays, 3 each, 2 designs, and then 6 tags. So the tags will match the cards. All right, I'm just checking. When I get quiet, I'm reading the chat and making sure I didn't miss anything. January's kits are the Panda and Friends, which OMG, these envelopes are the cutest envelopes ever that go with these cards. They're just the cutest. And so this is a non-stamping kit. It's only $14. And then the Rock Legends is a fantastic kit to use for guys. And it's just good to have on hand, to have some guy cards on hand. And it's only $14 for the kit for 8 cards. I know! Look how cute! All right, and then Painted Wishes was December. It's also a non-stamping kit. It is pretty awesome, and I think that you may consider it. I wanted to let you know that I have started Easter this week, but I do have last year's paper piecing patterns available for purchase. If you have not purchased them, I'm getting ready to raise the price on them. That was an introductory price offer, and they're going to go up in price. So if you want them, I haven't changed it today, so you have an opportunity, and you will go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and then you're going to click on PDFs, and I think it says paper piecing patterns. I might be wrong, but it's not hard. It's one of the drop downs. If someone can look and tell me, that would be awesome, because I don't remember. And the other one that's there is also the Halloween 2023 and 2022. So I guess that's it for announcements. I am going to talk to you a little bit about the Easter projects that I'm going to be doing, and then we will get started making our cute little carrot. So this is what I want to talk to you about. So Easter projects, pretty much every stamp set is fair game. Today I decided to use the dies from Excellent Eggs, but the stamp set from Easter Bunny. I gotta find it. Here it is. So this is the Easter Bunny stamp set. It's in the annual catalog. It's $19. It's fantastic. You do not need the punch. You can buy the punch, but you don't need it, because literally it only punches out this bunny. Everything else has to be fussy cut anyway, so just fussy cut everything, literally. I'm not saying don't buy the punch. I mean, it is good, and I have used it for other things, not fussy cutting, when I want to just have a silhouette of a rabbit, or I want to punch a hole of a rabbit. So, I mean, the punch is good too. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, don't let that deter you that it only punches one thing, because look at how cute these other bunnies are. Why wouldn't you want to have them on your projects as well? So we're using this stamp set and the dies from Excellent Eggs. And if you want an Easter set that you are going to use every single year, the Easter egg set is awesome. I will show you the dies in a few minutes. In person. All right. Well, not in person because I'm not with you, but as close to in person as I can. Thank you, Sherry. Okay. So here's the dies. So you have 3 different size eggs. You have this little egg that cuts out these really adorable little Easter eggs. Then you have, look at how cute that little tiny bunny is. He just, oh my gosh, this bunny reminds me of Jasper so much, especially the way he sits and the way he's looking with his little side eye. I just think it's the cutest thing ever. I love the font. I think these little eggs are adorable. They're very easy to color with the blends. This is an awesome bundle, and you can have it for years to come. Literally, it's a fantastic bundle. Today, I decided to add a little texture to my carrot, and I wanted you to know that the embossing folders that I'm using are the Basics 3D. If you don't own these are an online exclusive, and they are amazing. I use them all the time. It's almost like my go-to embossing folders for almost every project. And you get 3 in the package, so they're a really nice addition. Hey, Milani! Thanks for joining us. I'm so happy that you made it. You made it just in time. I finished talking about everything but the project. Perfect timing. Okay, so this is what we're making today, this cute little Easter egg. Now, I will say to you that I need your patience, because coming up with this project, it was a little bit harrowing on the brain. So, if I mess up, you just have to bear with me, because it's possible, you never know. But it is super fun. And so I have tissue paper at the top for the greenery. When you open your cone, inside here are the foil chocolate eggs. So that's what I put inside of my tissue paper. All right. And then you just put that inside all the way to the bottom, and then you can just overlap these pieces to close your little carrot up. And then you just, once you have it set up the way you want, then you just push these in, kind of in, and then they just kind of form, and they're amazing. Now, this paper here that I used for the Easter egg is from the not Flight and Airy, I'm thinking of Celebration. Lighter Than Air is the paper, and it's this paper here. So you might have thought, I don't want those air balloons. Well, you want this paper pack, because if you're doing any Easter projects, this paper pack is amazing. Look at all the pastel colors and the amazing textures to use for Easter projects. Like, this paper is a no-brainer to use for Easter. So that's what I used. All right, let's go on to the thing. Now, you guys know that I use all the time my scoreboard. Not today. We're going to use the trimmer. And it's because I have to measure inches as I'm scoring. And so that's why we're using the trimmer. But you know that any other time I use my scoreboard for all my scoring needs, okay? So let's start with our 6x6 piece of pumpkin pie. I love it too, Lou. It's a great paper pack. All right, if at any point you don't understand, I need you to scream it from the rooftops in the chat. I'm going to keep glancing at the chat, and if I have to pause, I will, and then I will explain. And I'm going to try and go slow so that you guys understand. I do want you to know that I'm going to show you how to do a carrot a different way, because I figured out 2 different ways to do them. But this way is a little bit more involved, but you get a taller carrot so you can fit more candy. The other way, you get a shorter carrot so you can't fit as much in it. So I'm going to show you, not today, but maybe next week or the week after, one of the Easter projects. I'll do a different carrot a different way so that you guys have some options of what you want to do. Because, like, let's say you're just making 1 or 2 for the grandkids. You may want to put a lot of candy in it. You want to go this way. But then let's say you want to make them for your coworkers, and you're like, there's no way I'm doing that for them. So you want to do it a little easier. I'm going to show you a different way to do it, but they're going to be shorter. All right, so let's just keep in mind that may be the case. that if this one's not your cup of tea, my next one may be. So don't say, oh, I'm not coming to the next time I show it to you because I've already seen her make it. Because trust me, you haven't. It's a different carrot. I have something in here. It's a little piece of paper. I just got to get out. There we go. Okay. So this is a 6x6. You can see when you have the paper ruler in, when it's like collapsed, there's a ledge here, and when you butt your paper against that ledge, that's a 6-inch measurement. So I want you to know that. I don't know if you knew that already about the paper trimmer. So the other thing I want to explain is the dark blade is for cutting and the light blade is for scoring. So the way that I remember it is it's darker, it's going to do more damage. Lighter is just a lighter touch, right? So lighter touch is scoring, and then the darker is the cutting. Okay, so that's the key for that. So the first thing we're going to do is, the other thing I wanted to talk about is right here in this piece. This is the channel where all of the cutting or scoring happens. So when I open the bar here, this little hole all the way down here, that's where all of the stuff is going to be happening. That's where I keep like seeing little bits and baubles of paper that is driving me crazy that I have to get out. Okay. So this is what we're going to use for our line for all the scoring we're going to do. Okay. So again, 6x6, I pushed it all the way up there. You see how it's on that line and it's butted up against this end. So it's a 6x6 piece of pumpkin pie. I just cut a piece of cardstock down to 6x6. Okay. We're going to put the point on that little, like, the valley that does the scoring, and then this point also in that valley. I know that I explain a lot, but I really want to make sure you guys understand. So if I over explain, I apologize. And can you see everything? Yes, you can. I had to double check. Okay. So we're going to drop it. Now that we have that point there and that point there, we're going to drop the ruler and we're going to score. Okay. So I'm going to go a few times because this trimmer scores very lightly, especially for cardstock. You would never do this for DSP because it's too much. DSP is a lot softer, okay? So I'm going to hold it up for you guys to see. There's my score line from point to point. And I'm going to wait and pause in between because I just want to make sure that I can see it in the camera and there's a slight delay. Yes, I can see it. Okay. So now we have a score line down that middle piece, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to take, here's the score line, okay? And we're going to take the corner to the right of that score line at the top, and we're going to place it at the 1-inch line, okay? So we're going to go right to this 1-inch line, right there. And the bottom point where the score line is in that valley. So that one's going to go there. And the top, the one next to this one, is on the 1-inch mark. Is everybody following along with me? You can do some thumbs up, whatever you need to do. So the score line, the bottom score line's in the valley, and the point to the right of the top score line is on that 1-inch mark. Thank you, Sherry. All right, we're going to cut this time. Okay, this is the only time we're cutting for the moment. So I'm going to cut, and we're going to discard this piece. Okay, we don't need that. Now I'm going to get the cutting blade out of the way so I don't use it. I just want to use the scoring blade. Okay, so I'm going to reverse my piece. Okay, this is still the top point. This is still the bottom point, but I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees, which means I'm just going to flip it around so that the bottom is now at the top and the top is now at the bottom. Okay? And I'm going to take the part that was at the top before that's now at the bottom, and I'm going to put it in the little gully here where it will score. And I'm going to put the other point that's on the right side of this score line at the 1 inch mark. Okay? Say yes if you're following me. I'm going to drop my ruler. I'm waiting for some yeses. Okay, and now we're going to score this time, not cut. The first time we cut off, but this time we're going to score. Okay, and I'm just going to go a few times. Okay. Now I have a score mark there that looks like this, but it's scored on that side. Milani, you're cute. I just want to make sure you guys understand because I don't want to move on if you're not understanding. And of course, if you don't understand, please say it in the chat. I'll try and explain it a little better, okay? We're going to reverse it again, okay? So we're going to turn it around so that the top point is now at the top again, okay? Which puts this, like this piece, like this, but it's scored on this side. The other side doesn't have any score lines, okay? So now this is our top point again, all right? And we're gonna put our top point at the 2.5 inch mark. So here's 2, 2.5. This line here is 2.5 inches, okay? And the bottom point in the ditch, okay? So the bottom point's in the ditch. The top center point that we originally started with is at 2.5 inches. Okay, we're going to drop and we're going to score again. All right, so now we have 2 sections and then this big upside down section. Yeah, in the ditch. All right, so we just had this one at the 2.5, this one in the ditch or the gully or whatever you want to call it, and then we scored this piece. We're going to reverse and do it again. So this one at 2.5, this one in the gully. I want to make sure I'm doing this right because like I'm nervous that I'm totally messing this up. I have to think for a minute. Give me a second to like get my clarity. Okay, let me think. Yes, we're going to reverse and we're going to do it again. So we're going to put it at half, 2.5, and score. All right. I think I messed it up. Oh, guys. All right, let me start over. I apologize. I had a feeling this was going to happen, but if I make a mistake, you guys can make a mistake. But, I mean, I'm just a human being, so I'm going to do my best. Let's try one more time. I think I just reversed when I needed to flip instead. All right, so I just want to make sure I'm at 6 inches. 6 inches. I'm going to get us caught back up to where we were. Because I'm thinking I'm wrong, but I might be right. So let's just see what happens. We're going to try one more time. So we're going to start in the middle, and we're going to just do down the center. Just have grace with me, guys, because I really wanted to do this carrot with you. All right, and then we're going to put it at the 1 inch, and we're going to cut that away. I think I'm just missing one thing, but I'm trying to think of what I'm missing. So that one gets cut, and then we're going to rotate it, and the other one gets scored. The gully and the 1 inch, and this one's scored. make sure that cutting blade is, hang on a second, make sure that cutting blade is out of the way, and this is at 1 inch, and we're gonna score that. All right. Reverse again and put the top point at 2.5 and the bottom one here. I'm thinking that I'm flipping instead of reversing. All right, give me a chance to think. I have to think. I know I wrote it down, but now I'm second guessing myself, and I probably should just follow my instinct and roll with it, because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did I totally mess this up? So we turned the card and put that back in the ditch and scored it back up from 1 to the top. And then that was this one. I just want to make sure that I did it correctly. All right, and now we're going to reverse it. Okay, I think I don't flip it yet. That's the problem. So this is going to be at 2.5. I think I flip it the next time. All right, so you don't flip it after you do the first one. Now you're going to do your next one. You're going to do it 2.5 in the ditch without flipping it. So now we have 3. Okay. And now we're going to reverse it instead of flip it. You're going to turn it, and you're going to do the 2.5. The only time you do the reverse of 180 is the first time. All right, I think we're good now. I just was like worrying about myself, and I'm like, I think I have this wrong. Okay, so let me make sure that this is correct. So I think when I put this together, oh, it didn't work again. Okay, guys, I'm like a disaster right now. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because now I'm like overthinking and having like a little bit of a panic moment with you guys. Okay, we can do this. Just believe in me. We're gonna get it. It didn't take me that long to design it, but I had to figure out how to get all the valleys. And I think maybe I just wrote the direction wrong for myself. But I do have one next to me that is accurate. I just have to make it work for us. Just give me a minute. I'm going to get it right for you guys. Okay, we're just going to try again. I know that this 100% is the right way to do it. We're going to do our middle. I know that without a doubt is 100% correct. And then I know 100% correct that we're going to do the 1 inch and cut off that end, because that causes the angle. And I know that I have to flip it and do the same thing. And this time we're going to score. I know that, I know that, I know that, I know that. Here's where I'm confusing myself at that point right there. So we're going to score from the 1 inch down to the point, and then we're going to turn the cardstock 180 degrees again, I think, with the bottom point again in the ditch. And move the top of the cardstock to 2.5 inches. Yeah, move the cardstock to 2.5 inches right here. The ditch and 2.5, and I score. I know that this one's correct. Turn with the bottom point at the top and the top in the ditch. I think we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna see if I can. So then this one's at 2.5, and this one is at the ditch. This is where I'm second guessing myself every time, but I think that this is accurate. Hang on one second. Give me a second to make sure that that's correct, because that would put at 2.5 inches. Yes. Yes, so can you guys see this, or am I out of camera? You guys are awesome. I love you. Okay, I was nervous the whole time that I was going to mess this up, and that's probably why I did, because I was like over worrying. Okay, so we're going to put this together like this. All right, so now we have our 4 sections, and now what we have to do is turn this small one, like that we cut off of the other end, in, and bring these together. But they should be even. Why are they not even? Something's off, but I don't understand what's off. I have so much cardstock. I know I'll get it, but will you still be here when I do? Like literally, I just made another one before the live and have it ready to go because I didn't want to have to emboss in front of you guys, because I thought, oh, this is going to take a while for me to do the scoring part and explain it right, and I'm not going to be able to have time to do embossing. So I literally just made one and now I can't remember. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna just go really, really slow. All right, so the first one is, I know for sure, down the middle. You're gonna turn it and score diagonally from point to point, and then you're gonna keep the bottom point on the cutting line, and then the other one, it moves to the 1 inch, and you're gonna cut off the 1 inch at the top, tapering to this bottom point. I know that. So that's that one. And then we're going to turn the cardstock 180 degrees with the bottom point, which is now at the top. That one's at the top. We're going to do it at the 1 inch. And we're going to do our, whoops, I don't want the cutting. I want the scoring. Got to move that out of the way. So there's that one. Okay. And then we're going to turn the cardstock again with the bottom point and the ditch and move the top to 2.5. There it is. We're at 2.5 and we're putting that in the ditch. And we're scoring. We're going to turn it again with the bottom point at the top. And 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches and the bottom. And score. I don't think that's correct. Oh my God. All right, what else should we make instead of this? Because I can't do it. Oh my gosh. Like, I am not somebody that gives up. This is how I came up with the carrot in the first place. But I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Are you guys over it yet? Should we make a different project? No, I'm only kidding. I'm going to figure it out. You may not be here, but I'm going to figure it out. Okay, so we're going to put this in the ditch. This is 100% the way that it goes. I know this for a fact. So I want to make sure it's in there because that's number one. And then this one is the first one. The first one. Pass the score line to the 1 inch. We're going to trim that away. And then reverse and score at 1 inch instead of cut. So that one's at the 1 inch. And we're going to score. Okay. Reverse with the top point at 2.5. And bottom point in the ditch. And then we're gonna reverse and two and a half and then this one's supposed to tuck in, and then this becomes a triangle. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, guys. I really don't. I'm like super frustrated and embarrassed. Ah! Yeah, I mean, I'm totally like transparent, obviously. But I literally just made this and I don't understand why I'm getting stuck. There's like one thing I'm doing wrong, and the one thing that it is what's causing it not to work. I know it's just one step and I'm trying to figure it out, but I can't figure it out. All right, let's try again. 100th time's the charm. Oh boy. I know 100% that this part's accurate. So I know this gets cut and then the other side gets scored. So this is where I'm going to go really, really slow from this point here. All right, so we scored here. That was our middle. Then we cut off the 1 inch piece, and then we turned the cardstock 180 degrees with the bottom point, which is now at the top. We're going to score from 1 inch. I did that. That's this one right here. And then we're going to turn the cardstock 180 degrees again with the bottom point again at the ditch. And I'm going to move the top of the cardstock to 2.5 inches. And I'm going to score. And then turn it 180 degrees so that the top is now there and the point's at 2.5. But that's not right. It's not forming the right corner, I don't think, because if I turn this in, this point is supposed to form a triangle, and it's not doing that. That's where the problem is. This is supposed to be like even at that point, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And they're all the same. Like every single one of them, I'm making the mistake in the same place. I can't figure out what I'm doing incorrectly because it should still be, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I've made, like, this is my first one that I did in emboss. Here's my second one. Here's my third one. Like, I literally have made them over and over, and I don't know why now I can't make it. Well, I absolutely will be using all the pieces for die cutting for sure. I won't throw them away. I just don't know what I'm figuring out. There's one step. Maybe I will do that. Let me see if I can figure that part out. So this is the one that I just made, but I did cut the tops of it off, but this is where it folds. Like, see how this piece comes in and then this forms a triangle, and then you cut the pieces that are sticking up. Let me see if I can figure that out with the piece that I have. Let me start with the first one. I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning, to the first one I messed up. So if this is this mark, maybe it's the first cut that I'm messing up. Maybe it's the first cut that I cut off. Maybe I'm cutting it off the wrong end. Let me try that. I love that you guys are being so patient with me, and if you have to go, I totally get it, but I do make mistakes, as you can see. And I'm not afraid to make them in front of you guys, because you guys are my safe place. But oh my gosh, if somebody finds this video, they're going to be like, what is wrong with that woman? Okay, let's do it again. So I know 100% the first score line, it's not incorrect. I think it's wrong in the first part that I cut off. So let me see if I can fix that part. So we have our score line, which makes it a diamond, which that's the center one right there. All right, and then this is the one that I cut off at the 1 inch, because there's the center mark. And this is the one that I cut off. So let's cut that one at the 1 inch. We're trimming that one off. All right. So far so good. I have the same. Then we reverse it. I think I have to flip it, not reverse it, because I just cut this piece off, right? And if I turn this, Okay. I think that's the problem. Okay, the second one. So we're gonna score down the center. Then we're gonna keep that same bottom one there, and we're gonna turn this to the 1 inch, and we're gonna cut that first piece off. Okay, so here's the piece that we cut off at the 1 inch mark. Then we turn it like this, because if we do that, that will put this like this. And then we score the next one. Okay, does everybody follow me? So we're going to go down the middle, and then we're going to leave that bottom point in the gully, and we're going to cut at the 1 inch, and that takes that piece off. Then we're going to turn it around like this, and we're going to still keep that bottom one in the gully, and we're going to score this one at the 1 inch mark. Let me make sure that this one's correct so far. Yes. Okay. So that one's still good. Now we're going to put this one at the 2.5 inch mark, and I just want to make sure that it's going to give me the same score line. Thanks for thinking of that, guys, for me to use the one I already had done, because I just want to make sure. I think I just wrote it incorrectly so that I wouldn't like get flustered. I write it down so that I don't get flustered when I'm on live and I don't make a mistake, but I think I just incorrectly wrote it, and that's the problem. Okay, so there's that one. So that gives me that one. And so now we're going to reverse it and put this one at the 2.5 inch mark. And let me make sure that that one's going to do the job. And if it is, then we're good. We're golden. So that's the 1/2 inch. Is this the 2.5 inch mark? 2.5 and the point. Yes. Okay. So we're not turning it upside down. We're flipping it. Okay. So now when we turn this piece in, this becomes a triangle. Oh my God, I cannot believe we figured it out. I love you guys. Thanks for helping me. I'm actually the queen of mistakes. You guys just don't know that I am, because I write everything down. I'm really meticulous, and I want to make sure that I give you guys a great experience. But I make mistakes all the time. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Okay, so I hope that you understand. Do you need me to do it from start to finish? Because now I know exactly where I wrote the directions wrong. I wrote to reverse it in 180, and that's not what we want to do. We want to actually flip it. Oh, Sherry, you're so sweet. Okay, so we all know who's getting carrots for Easter, like everybody in my whole life, because I need to like master this now. Okay, so let's go from start to finish. I got it without the pattern. All right, so number 1, we're gonna score down the center. So I think you guys are gonna know how to make this carrot better than me now that you've had to watch me like through this nightmare. Okay, so we're gonna get that first score line, and then we're just gonna pivot, and we're going to put this at the 1 inch mark, and we're going to cut this off. Just make sure that this is still in the gully. Okay, now we're going to turn it, like flip it over and do the same thing, only this time we're going to score it. Then we're going to put this one at the 2.5 inch. And keep this one in the gully. And then we're gonna flip it again and do the same thing. 2.5 inch mark and the center point. Okay, then you're gonna turn the skinniest triangle. Hopefully you guys can see it. You're gonna turn that one in. And then you're going to fold it in half, and you're going to get a triangle like this. I just had to make sure I could do it again, because then I was like, well, what if I can't do it again? But I can't. Now I'm never going to forget this carrot for the rest of my life. Oh, thank you, Lou. I'm so sorry for those of you who have been like, oh my gosh, I'm totally out of here. This is going to be 5 years before she's done. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to put the point at the 6-inch mark, which is against this bar. And there's a line that runs here, that score line. You want to keep that score line straight. Oh, thank you, Roxanne. Okay. And that's the line you want to keep straight. So you want that line, that's that score line there, and you're going to trim this even with that line so that your cone is straight. It's hard to see, but I'm going to try and put this one folded for you guys to see it. Hang on, let me see if I can get it. So it's like this is your cone piece, and you want to cut it straight across the cone, okay? So you're going to lay it here with the point at the 6-inch mark, and this is your tallest peak, so you want that part on the score line, and then you're going to cut straight across so that this point gets cut across, and now you're going to turn this one, and you want it to be straight also. So then you're going to put it at the score line where it feels the seam, and you're just going to trim. It's a very slight amount, but you'll see. And then when you open, you're going to have straight pieces all the way across, like cone shapes. All right? That is what you need to do for that. So now we're going to take that piece and we're going to run it through our embossing folder. And this one I used the polka dot. And the first one that I made, I used the little crosshatch. So the Basics 3D embossing folders, they come with 3 different patterns. You get the crosshatch, you get the polka dot, and you get this one that looks kind of almost like a starfish. See, there it is. And so you can pick the one you want. I did one of each kind of these two. I didn't choose that one. I thought these were more carrot-like. I mean, not that the bumps are carrots, but I thought it would be a cute polka dotted carrot. So we're going to take those pieces and we are going to punch circles, and they're 1 3/4 inch circles. You need 4 of them. And you're going to run those through as well. Okay, so I have 1 3/4 inch circles, and Stampin' Up does sell that punch. It's available in the online store. So if you don't have the 1 3/4 inch, you just need to order it and you will have it. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to fold those circles in half. So you're just going to find the end and then just smush them in half, kind of like when you fold a card in half and you just want to get like the edges together, and then you get that good crease on it. So we're going to do the same thing with these. I don't want to use the bone folder on them because I don't want to smush the embossing part out of them. Oh, Julie, you just missed an entire nightmare that I just went through. I'm so sorry, and I'm sure people left, but I mean, I can only do what I can do, and I made like 500 mistakes, and everybody stayed with me, Julie, so I must be doing all right if everybody didn't bail on me, right? All right, now I gotta find my silicone sheet. Here it is next to me. I'm gonna grab it. Whoops, those are more circles that are not embossed. All right. So we're going to take and we're going to put adhesive on 1/2 of the circle. And then we're going to attach it along the edge of our carrot so that the score line is along the cut edge. So there's the first one, and you just hold it till it bonds, and then just grab your other one. If you want to use your little roller, just be careful that you don't smush out your embossing because it's so cute. So here's our next one. And I like doing it from this side. To me, it's easier to see the cut edge and then bring the score line to it. So that's what I do. So I'm just gonna center this one in that spot right there. And again, you can just get it to bond on the inside. So you're gonna do that to all 4 long triangle pieces. I'm so sorry that I wrote the directions wrong, guys. I can't apologize enough, and I really am so grateful that you didn't leave me trying to figure this out on my own. And whoever said just use the one you have cut and place it there as a guide, thank you for that, because then I realized that I was saying the right thing. I was just flipping my cardstock wrong. All right. So we're going to add our last one. And let's make sure that those last 2 are adhered on the inside. So there's our piece. This right here, this skinny piece that we scored at the beginning is going to be where we attach our carrot together at that seam right there. So you just want to make sure that all your score marks, especially since we've done some pressing with that roller, that we have all of our score lines creased all the way to the bottom point, and that we're all good to go, so that when it's time to glue this piece, it glues all the way to the bottom edge. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my silicone mat because that way I could put glue all the way to the point, and if it gets off, it's going to be on my mat. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put all the way down to that point, and we're going to turn that in. And then we're going to bring this to it like that. And we're gonna just keep making sure that it folds inward. And you're gonna pinch it all the way down to that bottom point. And we're gonna actually snip that off, and I'll show you that in a minute, because it's really hard to score and get an accurate bottom point with your piece in. So we're gonna eliminate it. It's still gonna look pointy because you can see my carrot still looks pointy, but it's not so pointy that it's all the way down to the tiniest tip of a point. I'll show you in a second. So just work those pieces in there. And if you have to add a hair more of adhesive, then just do it. And just make sure that you don't have a hole. You don't want a hole at the bottom, okay? You want it to actually bond, and it will. You just have to get it bonded. And you know this wet glue is amazing. It will stick forever once it gets bonded. All right, so there's our carrot piece. Let me clean this off. I'm gonna get a baby wipe for my fingers because I do have a little bit of glue on them. All right. So now we're going to take our tissue paper. So I bought this tissue paper. You can get it at the Dollar Tree. They have all different colors. They have pastels. You could do different tops. They don't have to be green. You could do pink. You could do yellow. You could do pastel blue. It would be cute in lots of different colors. Thank you, Lou. I appreciate it. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Julie. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So what you want to do is you want to get your tissue paper ready to go, okay? And I think I folded mine in half. I'm pretty sure I did. Let me just double check. No, I didn't. I did not fold it in half. So I took my my eggs. I gotta find what I did with them because I've had so much chaos here. Okay, so I bought these at the dollar store, but you can use anybody's eggs. If you want to do Reese eggs or whatever, you can just get the foil colored eggs, and I think like 6 of them fit, so I want to try and get some different colors. Let's see. Let's get, don't I have another blue one? There we do. Okay, so there's 6 of them. I might could fit more, but for right now, that's what I'm gonna give them. And I'm gonna start with 1, okay? And I'm gonna poof this up and kind of get it weighted in the bottom. And then I'm gonna put it in there and use it as kind of a weight. And I'm gonna pull these petal pieces or these half circles back like that. And then you're just gonna stuff your paper inside, and then you're gonna open it so that you can reach your finger in there and you can touch that little chocolate egg and slide it down into the point of your carrot as far down as you can get that, okay? And then you're gonna take your other ones and just toss them on top. We're gonna grab all of it and kind of like smush it together without tying it into like a point. Now these pieces here, they're all going to overlap. So you're gonna start with 1, and kind of how you close a box where you turn the 4 pieces of the box in on each other, that's what you're gonna do here. So you're gonna start with 1 and you're gonna bring 1 down to it, and then you're gonna bring 1 down to it. See how that one's overlapping that one? When you get to your last one, you're gonna push this tissue paper to the middle. This one is gonna overlap on this side, so that means it has to go underneath one of these circles, okay? So if it's over this one, it's under that one, just like a box. The last one gets to be pushed under. And see how they all overlap each other like a box? So once you have them all together, you're gonna push your tissue paper even more into a point, and then you're gonna push down. And then you can fluff your paper back up, because that will hold your carrot together really nicely if you kind of give it a little push down. So now the point, we're gonna work on it. So you can see that it all did stick together, but it's very easily crushed. So what you want to do is just take your snips and just cut a tiny little piece off the end like that, kind of like you would for a piping bag. Thank you, Clem. Thank you, Roxanne. So now you have your little carrot. Now the seam, which is right here, that's the back. Okay, so I'm gonna lay my carrot down with the back down onto my table surface. And I used the dies from the Excellent Eggs. I have like 500 pounds of cardstock. I'm gonna put it all in my scrap drawer, but right now it was covering my eggs. I thought you guys would find that funny. Because when you make one, you get 3 pieces of cardstock when you're making the eggs. So this is the smallest of the open eggs. And I used the paper from Lighter Than Air. And there's a paper that looks like it's, like even this one, it looks scalloped. It would make a really cute egg. But I'm trying to find the one I used. Here it is. So see how you can put that on there and you get like the cutest little egg without doing any work? That's why this is amazing. This paper's so awesome. So I used that. And then I took my scrap piece of basic white cardstock, which is 1/2 inch. I think it's like 3 or 4 inches. I don't know 100%. Let me measure it for you. I'm just glad I didn't start crying, but no, I wouldn't have. I just never give up. So I would have kept doing this till like the end of the night if I couldn't figure it out. 3 1/4 inches by 1/2 inch. And we're gonna take our ink pad in Pumpkin Pie. And we're going to take our Easter egg stamp set, the one that says Happy Easter. I have to find it now. I've lost everything because I was frazzled. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. All right, so we're gonna ink up our Happy Easter. So I'm just gonna tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna close my ink pad, get it out of the way before I stick my hand in it with the day I'm having. Actually, I didn't have a bad time with you guys. I'm so grateful for you guys. You guys are my people. And then I want to stamp that in the center. Okay. And there's my Happy Easter. Now I'm going to clean that, and then I'm going to use the Banners Pick-a-Punch. It works from 1/2 inch all the way up to 1 inch. I love it. I use it often. This is my favorite one, the one that has the bannered flag and then the one that has the pointed. I use both of them often, and you're going to see me use this a lot during this Easter season. So I want a bannered end. So I'm just going to slide it down that gully, and I'm going to find the center. And since it's a scrap, it's not that perfectly even on the ends, but that's okay. As long as you put it right there in the center of your punch and you punch your piece, you should be good to go. So there's my Happy Easter. So remember, it was 3 1/4 inches by 1/2 inch. And then once you punch one time on both sides with that, that's what you get. That's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to take some dimensionals. I'm just going to put 3 down the center. Yes, you're going to be able to see a ton of paper. Oh my goodness, look how cute this egg is, the opposite side. See how cute this paper is for these eggs? It's perfect. All right, so we're going to pull that off first. I got to find my take your pick tool. There we go. And we're going to attach our egg onto our carrot that we worked very hard to get. But you guys are not going to have to work hard anymore because now you know the trick. Now that I've done it 500 times, maybe that's why it had to happen, so that you guys would know how to do it. I don't know. I'm going to put 2 more dimensionals side by side on the egg there. And I'm going to pull the backs off with my fingers because I don't want to pierce through the back of that. And we're going to add our Happy Easter across our egg here. All right. And that, believe it or not, is our project. Okay, I promise the next carrot will be a lot easier but it'll be smaller, but it'll be a lot easier because it's just a different method that I used for that one. Oh my goodness gracious. So you can see this is the crosshatch pattern, and here's the polka dot. Which one do you guys like better? The polka dot or the crosshatch? Oh, I'm constantly laughing at myself, Judy. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I'm a mess. So I'm always laughing at myself. But that's the beauty of life. If you can't laugh at your mistakes, like you can't be too serious because you'll be constantly stressed out. And life is stressful enough, stamping can't be. So I just see it as a challenge, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to figure this out because it can't be that hard, right? It's just stamps. Aw, thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Lou. Yay, Monica! They're really fun. And if you don't want to do any embossing on them, you could stamp on them. So you could take like your solid one and just stamp all over it. You could stamp bunnies on it. That would be super cute. You can also use your blending brushes and emboss over the, not emboss, blend over the embossing. Yeah, they're all really fun. I really like the variety. And if you're going to have them like for guests that come to your house for Easter, you could have a variety of colors, a variety of patterns, and put them all like in a bowl. And that would be really pretty for them to take when they leave from having Easter dinner, right? There's so many possibilities for these cute carrots. And I really appreciate you guys so much. I don't know what I'm going to do about the video, though, for real. I mean, should I refilm it the right way and then just post it on my channel? Because, like, no one's going to want to watch that madness. It's different if you're live, but I don't know what I'm going to do about it. You guys are going to have to give me ideas. Because I think people will be like, okay, I'm out of here. Goodbye. Oh, does anybody have any questions for me? I'm going to drink some water because I am like warm, probably from all of the stress. No, I wasn't stressed. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, they're not going to want to watch me make this one more time, and I keep messing it up. The tissue paper that I put for the inside was one sheet from the Dollar Tree. I cut it in half so that I had two pieces. And so I used the one piece on both of these carrots. Thank you, Milani. Thank you, Rita. All right, Julie, you think I should leave it up and all of my crazy flaws? All right. For the world to know that I never stop. But I mean, I guess the replay, they could fast forward and see if I ever do get it right. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I guess I'm going to let you go because we went past the time because of all my mistakes. But I really, really appreciate you guys hanging in there with me and sticking it out and for making me feel better, even though I was like not figuring out what I was doing wrong. I really, really appreciate you. And you guys are totally my people. Thanks for being here, for supporting me in the way you do. And oh yeah, by the way, share this video. Oh my gosh, so other people can see how crazy I am. Yeah, I can edit it, but I have to wait to edit it until YouTube has checked it. And lives take about 12 hours to check. So once they check it, I can edit it. I just don't edit my videos normally. But yeah, I mean, it can be edited for sure. Once you edit it, then it goes back to the checking point also. So then it has to wait to be checked. I mean, people could still watch it, but they see the old version until the final check happens. That's kind of how it works on YouTube. But anyway, I'm probably going to leave it, and I may put a caveat somewhere in there that says you might want to fast forward to this point. Yeah, I agree, Roxanne. Who has time to edit? I have stamping to make. I have things to stamp. I have 2 more weeks of Easter to make for you guys. Well, I hope to see you Thursday, where we're not going to be making a carrot, but we are going to be making a cute project. And if you missed earlier in the week, I made this on Sunday. And this has Reese's eggs inside. Super cute, super easy, and super fast. And then I made a gift card holder with a marshmallow bunny. And this one's really cute because it has a little gift card holder. It says Happy Easter there underneath it. So this was Monday. And then, of course, this infamous carrot, that's what I'm going to call it from now on, the infamous carrot, was today. Tomorrow is sneak peeks for Inky Hands crew. If you want to join the membership, you have until Thursday night. And if you are going to join at the last minute, make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter, because if you're not, then you won't be able to get the membership on Friday. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do, Milani. Or that, or put a card that pops up that goes, feel free to skip to such and such. All right, guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. Milani, thanks for doing your dishes while you watch me. And I will see you guys on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my live on Thursday. Thanks for hanging out, and I appreciate you so much. Thanks, Debs. And I will see you soon. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!